As a child, I was always interested in design, and I was always interested in how things worked. I think a little bit of a curious bent of mind, you can say, that drove me to actually pursue architecture as a career.
I was always fascinated by ancient structures and history. Growing up in Bangalore Club, interacting with spaces and buildings that are over 150 and 200-year-old, that kind of inspired me to go into the field of architecture.
Creating an order out of chaos was something that came naturally to me. And I knew that impact that you could make to change people's lives was very important to me. And I think that's what endeared me to architecture.
I'm quite a firm believer of form following function, and then starting to layer all of the other aspects that make up a project.
Whatever you build on Mother Earth is never going to be as beautiful as Mother Earth itself. So you are just trying to do your best to reduce the damage.
I think a space with a small, big, it always has to do with the end user. Our profession is in the realm of, emotional, mental, social, physical experiences of the users.
So it is important that we understand the various restrictions that are imposed from your bylaws, from the budget, from the client's background, and how we are able to put those pieces together.
So we have a project called the House of Stones and Screens. It's a private family, multi-generational home. From this brief, we start, layering in terms of form. The facade was designed with these bespoke stone panels, and because of the sun movement, so it created very interesting patterns. But as you move to the back or to the rear of the home, it completely opens up because it's the more private spaces, the scooped out gardens between these two linear wings, and we layer on technology, we layer on materials. This home is LEED certified. We generate a fair amount of electricity and allow for the occupants of a space to interact and live within these spaces.
A project called Rhapsody. It was on a small site that had 20 odd trees. So we actually didn't cut a single tree. We used a horticulturist to shift a couple of trees, and we sculpted the whole building around the trees. The interesting part was we did a survey, a LiDAR survey, where we actually mapped the branches of the trees so we could sculpt the building. And you had branches coming out of the floor, and it just felt that you were one with nature. And I think especially for old Bangalore, the association with nature is something that we all connect with. So we had, tree courts and views of the trees from wherever you're sitting, from whichever room. And the beauty of it was we did this without compromising in terms of the square footage area, parking, or any of the amenities. We were able to achieve all that, more than what the builder was asking for. As designers ourselves, I think with our EQ, we are way ahead of AI. While in the business of architecture, there are a lot of lacunae that we are not experts at. What it can do to the business, I think it will be a game changer.
AI, if used in its right manner, can make indelible sort of an impact on the whole process of design. It has helped in many ways to sort of understand site, understand the lay of the land, understand how can buildings respond in a more positive manner to its site and surroundings and the climate and the weather, etc.
Another interesting aspect is something known as a digital twin, wherein we create a project and allowing the digital twin to actually collect data from a live building, drawings and spreadsheets and finishes and materials, etc., to inform future projects.
The advice that I would give young architects is to not be afraid to take chances and to take risks.
We need to be challenging the way we are doing things at the moment and questioning whether it is the right way we are doing things.
Look at the practice of architecture rather than just architecture as design. I think that's a big battle won. Of course, it also goes without saying the passion that you bring to a profession like this is really important. It's what drives you.
Don't punish yourself for being wrong about something, because those are instances that you tend to learn stuff.
And understand human behavior, understand, how the environment is working.
The trends are now changing, if not by the month, by the week. And you need to be on top of it. So you need to be fluid in the way you work, in the way you think, in the way you deal with people. I think that plays a very, very, very important role.
So the Forbes India and the Kohler initiative, I think, is a great platform for some of us architects to express our views on.
It allows architects like us to present our philosophy to the larger audience. It enables the youngsters to get a peep into our trials and troubles.
Given us a platform as architects to air our views and also ask very relevant questions of our time. So I'm very grateful for you all inviting us onto this platform and allowing us to speak. So thank you very much.